butterfly in my house. Be free. All right, today's the day we're gonna plant the sweet potatoes. But first, do you remember these were like so dead? Now look at them. They're growing. We're gonna have lettuce. And look at these cabbages. Look at this one. And that one. I feel like a real gardener. Like I'm doing things. Like this is amazing. It looks so good. All right. Coffee for you. I don't know if you remember when we started the sweet potatoes. So these are sweet potatoes that we grew last year. And then we just stuck them in the specialized growing container with our specialized sweet potato growing dirt. And they grew. I feel like this is like some sort of like magic bean, magic trick awesomeness. Like you have a sweet potato and you sprout it and then you just take the slips off like so. Boop. And then you root it and you plant it and it grows more sweet potatoes. You could do it every year. It's infinite. It just keeps going. From like a couple sweet potatoes, you have a never-ending supply of sweet potatoes. Here, obviously, I have a bunch of slips that I have started. So these were started earlier. They have a lot of roots. These a little bit later. So we're going to be planting these and maybe some of these. And really, I could have done this a lot earlier. As soon as the frost date was passed, I feel like would have been a good time to go ahead and plant them, but I just hadn't gotten around to it. But guess what? This is like the most perfectly round tuit I've ever seen. I've got grandma jokes for days. So I think we're going to start like right over here. That's all of our corn. Let's make like a straight line. This is a very scientific process. All right. We'll plant them over here. So sweet potato vines get like out of control. They're crazy. They go everywhere. They are massive, which I like because it means no weeds or less weeds because they just choke everything out, which is... So we're just going to plant... Oh my gosh, look at that. It's a lot of roots. This is just water. You just put them in water and they do this. This is like the easiest plants ever. So we're just going to plant them like, I don't know, like maybe one chicken length apart. It's definitely not an exact science right now. Here. You might want to be a little bit further in. Here you go. One thing I am a little worried about is that today is going to be super hot and sunny. It's going to be like 91 degrees. So I might cover them with something. I actually read online, they were like, cover them with a pot for like 3 days if it's going to be hot and sunny outside. So I might, just to give them a chance against the sun. The sun out here is kind of brutal. So we got like that, and then like a chicken length apart. I'll put one right here. Oof. Let go. Oh my gosh. Here, you. Boop. They were getting all tangled on my countertop. Look at them. Guys, let go. So basically everywhere you plant one of these, you will get a bunch of sweet potatoes. And they'll just like trail all over the ground. But if you have like a fence, they'll climb the fence too. They go everywhere. Okay, so I lied. This is a little more than one chicken length apart. This is like 1.5 chickens, unless it's a fat chicken. Maybe like one fat chicken apart, 1.5 not so fat chickens. All right, so I guess we have 1, 2, 3, 4 rows with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across. So that's like what, 20 different plants? And then let's go ahead and pull these and put them in water. So to make more, we just pull them off, stick them in the water. Oh, this one, look at this, like it's coming off this little tiny potato. I feel like they root really fast, so maybe we'll plant some out like at the end of this week. Okay, I say that's good for now. So we're gonna just water them like super well. I've been trying to transplant things at night so that they have a bunch of hours before the sun comes out to kind of start rooting and kind of chill before they're attacked in the brutal sun. But this is the time I got around to it. Okay, so you can see the sun is kind of getting over that tree. We are going to make a tent out of rebar and a tarp. I want to protect it from the sun, but I feel like if it doesn't have airflow, it's just going to be like a little sweet potato oven. Just need some bricks to hold down the sides. It looks silly, but I think it'll get the job done. Okay, I will say I think I vastly underestimated how many sweet potato slips I had because we only covered that and we have all this that we can fill in. It's kind of a bummer. Next year I'm going to start a lot more sweet potatoes because when it comes to growing food for sustenance, root vegetables really give you a lot of bang for your buck. So we eat a lot of potatoes. More potatoes than sweet potatoes, but I've had really bad luck growing potatoes. Oh. Currently seeing why these potatoes did not grow, and it's apparently because they just rotted in the ground this year too. And where all the potatoes died, I ended up just putting cosmos, which you can't eat. So I'd like to put some sort of food here. What other vegetables should we grow here in this empty spot right here? Other than that, oh my gosh, look how good the garden looks. Let me know what I should plant here. Other than that, thank you so much for coming out and helping me plant my sweet potato slips. Catch you next time. Tired of jobs just not getting done? Look, I'll do it when I get around to it, okay? Well, today is your lucky day. We have a wide assortment of round tuits in all different sizes and colors. So visit our store and get around to it today.